Wagwan everybody, welcome back to another video from Daniel's Delight JA. Today I will be showing you how I make my curry veggie chunks. So these are my ingredients that I will be using. I have some mixed vegetables here and some powdered seasoning. This is black pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, salt and curry powder, of course, because it's curry veggie chunks. And I have my scotch bonnet pepper, onion, garlic, my thyme and my scallion. Okay, so I'm gonna start out by telling you a little about the soy chunks, otherwise known as veggie chunks. This is what it's most popularly known as in Jamaica. We call it veggie chunks. Alright, and this is a small pack and I will only be using a half of this small pack. As you can see, it's a 200 gram. I will only be using a half of it. And this is the brand that I am using. I am sure there are other brands out there, but this is the one that I like to use. People are always saying, I don't know what makes veggie chunks. Well, this is simply texturized soy protein. And all soy products are 100% plant-based and are made from soy flour. Soy is a good alternative to animal-based products such as meat and dairy. And soy is a suitable choice for people who want a different type of diet and for vegetarians. Veggie chunks are also well known for its high protein content and is often used as a meat extender or simply as a replacement for meat. So the first step to take is to put on a kettle with water or just a pot with some water and bring it to a boil. I am now going to use up my measuring cup just to ensure that you have an idea of how much water to use when you are soaking your veggie chunks. Alright, so I am going to add half the content to the measuring cup so you see exactly how much half is. All I am going to do to this now is just pour boiling hot water over this and just leave it to just soak up all the water and get nice and soft. This is just the byproduct which is left after extracting the soya bean oil, and it is left to dry. That's why it has this dry, rough texture. But as soon as I pour the water over it, it will quickly become soft and spongy. And I made sure to pour enough water over it so that when it starts to swell, there is still water covering my veggie chunks, because it will become 1.5 times the amount that I had in the cup. And I'm just going to cover this and leave it for 10 to 15 minutes just to become soft and nice and spongy. 15 minutes later, as you can see, it has indeed doubled in portion. This is twice the amount that it was when it was dry. So what it did, it soaked up all the water. That is why I put more than the amount of water that was needed. So there is still space, and you have to put it in a container to leave space so that it rise up. Alright, and as you can see, it is very spongy, as I said it would be. And I'm just gonna drain the water from this and then just do the final cooking process. At this point, I have my Dutch pot on with 3 tablespoons of olive oil, and I'm going to add a half a tablespoon of curry powder and let that burn off. When cooking curry, it's always best to let your curry burn off a little. And here I am adding 2 cloves of chopped garlic and a few pieces of scotch bonnet pepper. And to that, I am also adding 2 sprigs of thyme. My pot is now ready for my veggie chunks. And this is what they look like, all ready to go in my pot. At this point, I am now adding my powdered seasoning. As you can see here, I have it all mixed up, everything mixed together. I have a few pimento seeds in there as well. I have salt, I have black pepper, a little more curry powder, garlic and onion powder. And I'm just gonna sprinkle this all over it. And mix everything in. And then to this, I just add some coconut milk, just enough to cover it. And I will just cover this and leave it to simmer for a good 5 minutes. Wow, look at this after 5 minutes. Simmering in the nice coconut juice. Looks awesome. And the next step I'm gonna take is just to add additional flavor in the form of onions, scallion, fresh thyme and garlic and some more scotch bonnet pepper. And then I just let this simmer down to gravy, and then I will just add the final touches to it. Wow, look at that, looks amazing. And now just to add my final touches, which are my veggies. And these veggies are cooked already, it's from the can, so we don't need to cook these any at all. We just put them in at the final stage and just let the heat run through them. And I'll give this a stir. And as you can see, this is looking beautiful and ready. And there you have it, a healthy replacement for meat. You can have this with rice or any starch of your choice. It goes great with basically anything. Do remember to subscribe to my channel, turn on your post notification bell so you get notified every time I upload a video. Leave a comment about my curry veggie chunks and share this video with your family and friends. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.